welcome to Fifth Dimension. So today I was guided to do a compatibility energy reading. So this is going to be a reading where there will be dual energies that I will be bringing out, and it will be up to you to decide which side is yours, and the other will be whichever person is on your mind at the time of this reading, okay? I will also be pulling overall energies, sort of like an overview of when these two energies come together in connection. What are the potential energies that can be experienced in this, okay? So for pile number 1, we have Carnelian. Pile 2 is going to be Amethyst Quartz. Pile 3 is the little Labradorite pyramid. And pile 4 is the Tiger's Eye point. So as always, choose whichever you feel most guided to, and if that's more than one, I would always trust that, okay? Take only whichever messages resonate for you. Remember, when it comes to love, relationship, connections, these are potential energies. Nothing is never an absolute, as a person can think about doing something all day long and not ever take action on that, okay? These are potential energies. Take only what resonates, loves. Also, I am open for personal readings. If that is something you're interested in, I encourage you to email me. You can find my email address in the description box, and we can set that up, loves. I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this little Carnelian, then you're at the right pile. Sorry, hold on, let me move this over here. Okay, so the main energy of this connection would be card 23 with healing the heart. I love this. So this is the type of connection that if you all came together in your highest vibration, of course, would really lead to all of the unraveling of your past heartaches. It would undo essentially the trauma that you may have experienced. No, that you definitely have experienced, because there's heaviness in this, and the only thing that can truly heal those types of wounds that we've experienced when it comes to love connections is high vibrational love, right? That comes in and it tends to those wounds and literally transmutes all of that heavy energy out of the heart chakra. So that's a beautiful energy to get started with for the reading. So like I said, I was going to be pulling dual energies. I do want to, should I start with the mutual or the dual or the separate? I think I'll start separate. I rarely ever have like a full plan when it comes to these readings. I just sort of get like a theme that comes to mind that I feel guided to do. And I'm just like, okay, that's the one. So I had an idea, but we'll see how this goes. Pile number 1, you're the trial. You're the guinea pig pile. I apologize. All right. So I'm intending a masculine and a feminine side, but you don't have to take that. Just if the messages are resonating, none of that really matters, right? So this would be the feminine pile. That one would be masculine. So let's see how the feminine energy in this connection comes into. What energy does this main energy, does this person bring into the connection? Ooh. For the feminine, she brings in the King of Cups, so that's like really balanced energy, okay? So I was thinking, like, every time I see this deck, it always gives me Queen of Cups. It's very watery, it's very mystical, the whole vibe of it. And so the fact that the King of Cups came out as how this would show up is like very emotional balance. This person has the depths of an ocean to contain and enthrall and envelop the opposite person in the connection with real deep love. Like, I don't know how to describe the amount of depth that this King of Cups holds. But just trust me, it's a lot. It's like, what is it called? Mariana's Trench. All right, let's get the main energy of how the masculine in this connection shows up for you, pile number 1. I'm just assuming you're the feminine, but I could be wrong. All right, so how does the masculine energy show up in this connection? Main energy, please. Oh, we have the King of Pentacles. I love that. Ooh, y'all are so high vibrational. Look at y'all having your shit together. A King of Cups comes together with a King of Pentacles. So this is water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You know, that deep love that that water signs offer like no one else. As a fellow Pisces, how do they say? I was trying to make a stupid little joke. Like, you know, when they put those campaigns on TV. Oh, I approve of this message. As a fellow Pisces. All right, and then we have the King of Pentacles with their stability. These are the earth signs. So, why do I always forget? Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus energies. Okay, so earth sign, water sign, compatibility here coming in to create something that is very, very stable. Okay, stable like this castle to stand the test of time. I was just talking with my friend about what was it? What were we saying? The architectural masterpiece to be able to withstand the test of time, right? Like that's what we are building, solid foundations starting from the bottom. And I feel like that's what this kind of connection would have, is 2 level-headed people coming together and really putting things down, like laying things out versus like just getting into something and getting swept away. Like this feels like mature love. Okay, I'm gonna give you that because they did come out as kings. And look at this with the main energy that came out as far as healing. It's a very healing connection. Okay, pile number 1. All right, so now I'm going to get any messages that I need to get as far as how this energy shows up in the connection. Oh. I'm gonna get like 3, okay? So you get 1 more. What do we need to know? All right, that's the one. Now let me get 3 for the opposite side. What do we need to know about how they show up in this connection as far as compatibility goes? So right now I'm going to say y'all are pretty compatible, okay? Let's see what we got. For masculine energy, we have the 10 of Swords, King of Swords, so another king. I love that. Oh, the way I set things up, like it's hard for me to move my arms around. And then we have the Knight of Cups, okay? And then for this opposite end, we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Cups. So I do also just want to go ahead and pull the energies of the connection already. Might as well. That way I can just do the full read. Let me just get into it. What is the compatibility? Potential compatibility of pile 1's connection. 1 card, please. Compatibility. Pile 1's connection. Let me get 1 of these. Compatibility. And then I forgot that I had made this deck like a while back and I never really use it. It's because I don't like to do it's not that I don't like to do love readings, like I like to do love readings. I just don't like the repetitiveness of love readings. You know what I mean? Like, because the energies, like, literally are so flip-floppy when it comes to love readings. But yeah, that's all it is. It kind of just draining on my energy. All right, so this is going to be the intention of what are the main energies and how you connect in this. That's a lot. Okay. LOL. I literally said this is that mature kind of love. I love that. All right. So we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we have hostilities, which is literally the message for this. So that's going to be a strong message. And is everything in view? I can't. Okay, yes. And then we have mature. We have shy. We have open-minded. We have talented. Competitive. Logical. There's that earth energy. Courageous. All right. So I'm going to sit with the energy really quick. All right, pile number 1. So a whole story played out. So this is what I got for you. I feel like this specific connection that you have in mind has the potential to be something absolutely very long-lasting. Like I said, stable, something to withstand the test of time. I feel like it's something that can be extremely healing. I feel like you and this person that you have in your mind are absolutely compatible, without a doubt in my mind. However, and it's a big however, unfortunately. The main obstacle that I see in this connection is both of you all, when you come together, or at the time that you've met, the time that this sort of like sparked, both of y'all have been through cycles and cycles and cycles of life of building walls, of conditioning yourselves to be okay, or conditioning yourselves into a mindset of independence and finding safety there, finding most comfort in independence, in having the separateness. Like I said, in your walls, you built walls. Like there's layers of walls. You got backup walls, you got emergency walls. In case the electricity goes out, you have like backup generator walls, like triple backup generator walls, in case there's like a hurricane and a tornado and a freaking volcano zombie apocalypse. You got walls. And I feel like this is mirrored. It's because y'all have been betrayed a lot. Y'all have deep hearts, like hearts that want real solid, like safe love. That's what both your hearts yearn for, is safe love, right? The ability to remove the hands from the most vulnerable part of the human body, or one of the most vulnerable parts of the human body. This here is the protection. It's the walls that you both have energetically created. It's keeping yourself at a distance. It's keeping things surface level. It's keeping people at arm's length, sort of giving somewhat, but not really opening the doors fully. It's playing it safe is what it is. Both of you have conditioned yourself to put these walls up and to play it safe because you have been betrayed many times when it comes to your very vulnerable emotions. You just want to feel safe, but you've not been able to find safety, and therefore by the time you meet, it's very difficult for both of y'all. I feel like right off the bat there's an attraction. There's like I said, the spark. I saw the spark. However, immediately it's going to create some sort of triggers. It'll be difficult, I feel. It will be difficult at times because there's going to be times where both of you just want to run and just be like, no, forget this. It's too risky. It's risky. That's resonating. It's too risky. I've already done this. I've already been hurt. I don't see this being any different. However, there's going to be parts of it. It's like a push and pull, right? There's going to be parts of you that want to be optimistic and be like, well, maybe this time can be different. But then there's going to be those heavy boundaries, those heavy reminders, you know, the walls that are there to remind you of all the times that you've been betrayed and had very good reasoning to put those walls up, right? So you'll have walls with each other, even though necessarily you both aren't deserving of being faced with all these walls when it comes to each other. So that's going to be something that's mirrored. I see this energy over here with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, they're in the energy of they're just done. They've shut it down. They're like, nope, the heart is shut down. No longer in service. As you see, we have collected as many swords as we are at capacity of our swordage. And therefore, we are no longer in service. There's going to be a lot of coldness. That's what this King of Swords from this deck always gives me. Is there's going to be this level of dryness, coldness, lack of being able to communicate emotions or be open to intimacy for this person, this specific pile. But I feel like if steps are taken by both ends to continue pushing past the walls, to still say, okay, well, let's say you're both on each complete opposite ends. There's so many walls, you know, if you both put the energy in to say, well, is that person crossing one of the walls? Because if they're not doing any work to get past those walls to meet me in the middle, then I'm not going to do any work to get past those walls to get me to meet them in the middle. So if one person sees the other person pushing over walls, then the other one will make the same motion. I feel like it's a very mirrored connection, okay? So if both make those efforts, which I said that's a big obstacle because it's difficult, and I don't feel like it's going to be one time that they're going to have to push back. They're going to have to keep pushing, okay? Both sides are going to have to keep pushing in order for this to really come together, because I said there's multiple walls stopping you. So there may be a lot of push and pull in this connection in the beginning. Same thing on this end, on this energy's end. The Five of Wands feels very flighty. It's like this person is here and then they're not, and then they're here and then they're not. And they just like jump in and jump out. It's giving me like very like grasshopper vibes, where they're just like, I want it, I don't. I like you, I'm scared. Let's do this. No. Like they're gonna be very flighty at first, versus this person's just like detached. This person's like, I'm in, I'm out type vibe. It's very funny. Sorry, it's reminding me of my own energy at times, to be honest. And then the Nine of Pentacles, the same thing. Like this person is going to have a difficult time pushing past the barriers that they have when being vulnerable and communicating and being open to intimacy and deep connection. They're going to have a difficulty putting themselves there. This energy over here is going to have difficulty pushing past their safety, which is being alone. The Nine of Pentacles is that card of independence, and look at her here basking in her safe little space that she's created for herself, where she plays her little music and she stares at her little tree. The little animals come and visit her, same time every day, you know, like she's gotten comfortable there, and it's going to be very hard for her to make the effort to jump those walls. Whereas the king is going to also have to make those efforts. But if they do, then they both meet each other at the middle in a very watery display of celebration. The Knight of Cups, there we go. There's that cup. It's like that, 𝐿𝐻𝐿. The dates are standing out for me. That might be resonant for some of y'all. Those might be significant for this connection. June 20th, 21st, and the 22nd. I don't know why, but it might be. The cup of offer of love. It's that, like The Bachelor, right? Is that what that show is called? Where they offer, I don't know, something. I don't know. But the Three of Cups is celebrating, right? It's that moment of celebration. Like, we have met, we've crossed all those walls, and we're finally in the middle, and we both made the effort. So we've proven to each other that we're really in this, because if we weren't, we wouldn't have made all that effort. And so now we are sure. We both made the effort. Now we are sure we are safe to put our walls down. We've proven it to each other that it's safe, okay, to do so. And then you can both just come in your pure energy and just like love each other in the best ways, in all the ways. So, shared energies of this connection. So these are things that you all have in common, where you're compatible. You're both very open-minded. You're both very talented. I feel like there's a decent blend of logic, whereas I feel like this person is more logical in emotions. This person is more logical when it comes to like earthly things, right? Competitiveness. I feel like when it comes to, that's going to be when it comes to like talents. I feel like there's this like level of, and it's not even competitive. It's just sort of like both of you pump each other up. Like, are each other's like cheerleaders, I'm hearing, like to be able to like inspire each other to pursue, right? To pursue anything that each other is passionate about in any kind of talents, okay? Like I said in the very beginning, since both of y'all would have, in order to make this established connection, it would take a lot of work. I feel by the time that you all would both get through all the walls and meet in the middle, that there would be a lot of lessons learned, a lot of growth, a lot of, yeah, because it's like trial and error, right? It's not literally like, oh, we jumped one wall, check. Jump second wall, check. No, like there's like, you may have busted your leg open on one of the walls and, you know, needed a timeout. You may have scraped your elbow on the second wall and, like, you know, needed a breather. Just kidding. And then we have like shy and courageous. So the shy is giving me the vibe where both of you in the beginning are like standoffish. Is sort of, it's those walls, right? So the King of Swords being kind of like dry and detached. I feel like that's the shyness coming off as that in this person, and then the shyness coming off this one is very like in and out. I'm not sure if I'm in it for real or what I should do. Really, this person just feels all over the place in the beginning. And then finding the courage to, I feel like it's inspiring each other, because I feel like there's a lot of like, I got your back in this type of, in this energy of this connection, where you both bounce off of each other in building. I just saw 2, 2, 2, 2. Where you both build off of each other's energy, it feels. And yeah, that's what I was getting with healing the heart. Like, you guys build on each other and give to each other, that you're like slowly like, let me heal one of your wounds, like, here, come here, let me like, you know, put a little band-aid on it, give it a little kiss, and then next time it's the opposite. It feels very mutual. It feels very loving. I can see this connection going to like very old age, all the way to the rest of your lives. Like, this is something that has, why did I say very old age? Like, all of a sudden it would end at old age. No, but they both look mature, actually. The energy's in, you know, like he's all like white and white haired and then beard all and platinum. And this guy's a little salt and pepper, a little, you know? Yeah, like this is very like longevity. And then, like I said, with the castle in the background, it's giving me like withstand the test of time. Like by the time you all would jump all those and do all those challenges to get to each other, you for sure have proven to each other how real this is, right? How much you want this, how committed you are, how real this is, how much you're willing to put in. Like literally there's gonna be nothing. Like anybody tries to come and get in the middle of this, or any situation that tries to rock it, like no, not gonna happen, because there's a solid foundation built here in this connection. I really love this for you, pile number one. It's beautiful energy, and I'm glad that I was able to bask in it. If this resonated with you, please give me a like, comment, subscribe, share, ding. Sorry, I sounded like a robot. I was thinking of a list in my head and trying to catch everything. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, email me. You can find that in the description box. Yeah, that's what I got for you. Until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number two. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this amethyst quartz, then you're at the right place. So my pile number two collective, can I just take a moment to send you guys my high vibrational love and gratitude, because I feel like my pile two collective is just what's holding, y'all are holding the fort down right now when it comes to my channel, and I appreciate you. So thank you for always liking. I have my consistent, I feel like my OG crew is like a solid 10 or 11. That's like my standard, like every video gets about those likes, so I know I have a standard 10 or 11 of you. And I feel like the majority of you are pile two collective. So I always pick up on your all's energy real heavily, and that's what I wanted to say. That's why I came in with gratitude, because we're very connected. Every time you guys comment, every time you guys like, you share more of yourselves with me, and I feel more connected to you because you do so. It helps me to pick up on your energy. That's how energy transference works, right? That's why yeah, anyways, but before anything, I was shuffling out pile number ones. I have to say, that was a message for who again? For somebody. They said they think of their dad every time a motorcycle passes by. Anyways, there's just so much. I need to calm my brain. Sorry, I'm picking up on the energy so heavily, and I'm just wanting to, like, it's like 100 miles an hour. Just like that motorcycle just took off right now. I can hear him speeding up. Okay. In shuffling and preparing myself for this reading, I picked up very heavily of the person on your mind, or the person of whoever you are attached to, very, very strongly wanting to open their heart to you, okay? And this is no easy, like, not something they would just do for anyone, but they very much want to do it for you, pile number two, okay? I was picking up on that heavily. And then to back that up, immediately after I picked up on that energy, the next song that came on as I was shuffling and listening to music was literally like the whole vibe of and lyrics of the song. So I'll probably like link it. It's a song by, what was it called? I wrote it down. 𝐿, With All My Heart. Yeah, like this person wants to open their heart to you. So with that being said, drum roll, because I can feel this reading is going to be intense. So main energy of the potential of your two energies coming together. Card number 18, the power of purpose. And this is giving me a lot also. Okay, this feels like literally in pile number one, I was saying that there was like walls, like different layers of walls. So you all might resonate with the energies of pile number one, just saying, because that's literally how I envisioned the amount of walls that I pictured it like this, with that they had keeping each other apart, and they had to meet in the middle. But this is a bullseye. There's a flaming arrow, and it's literally a flaming red arrow. Oof, that's giving me powerful energy, if you catch my drift. A flaming red arrow hitting the bullseye, so use your imagination. But anyways, metaphorically, this is giving me, yeah, like literally, what is the intention of hitting the bullseye is that's the spot. That's where you need to be. That's where you were aiming for. That is the goal, right? The goal. With purpose, power, and then goal coming to my mind, like, whoa, this is giving me like a real like power couple. This is a power connection. Power partners. We'll just say that because I see the PP. Not the PP. Oh, why? Oh, I tell you, my spirit and I are clowns. Stable, which is also making me feel the connection with pile number 1, because these bricks being laid out and highlighted in the background with the purples and the dreamy vibe is giving me very spiritual connection. Obviously, we all remember yesterday's reading. I fixed myself, by the way, with my fussy energy. I've calmed myself. So, yeah, solid foundation, spiritual foundation. It is what is this? What this is giving me. Again, maybe boundaries, maybe walls, but really intense, passionate, powerful. And I feel like both of y'all really ignite passions of all, like literally. It's like a ripple. I'm seeing this now like as a ripple. Like if when the thing hit, then there's just like a ripple of fire. Ooh, I like that. So the way we went about pile number 1 is we pulled energies for a main energy. So I'm going to start off that way as well, okay? We're already 6 minutes in. OMG. Okay, so main energy of the feminine in this specific connection. How does the feminine show up in this connection for pile number 2? The feminine shows up as the 2 of candles. She shows the way. She shines the light. She's the way shower is what I'm hearing. Okay. Oh. That's different. Oh, 2. Oh, that's giving me a whole different meaning now. The 2 of Wands never gives me way shower. It's never giving me that. The 2 of Wands has also never given me like flames of love. Oh wait, do they? No, 4 of Wands usually gives me like twin flame energy. But the 2 of Wands is doing it for me today, guys. Twin flame, pile number 2 collective. Sorry, there was a little sunflower bug on my phone because I picked sunflowers. And I have them all over the place. Anyways, sorry for my spazziness. And then the motorcycle energy of this connection is just like blowing my mind. A lot of fire already, right off the bat. So how does the masculine energy show up? Main energy for pile number 2. How does the masculine energy in this connection show up? Okay, well, is he showing up? He shows up all discombobulated, blindfolded, and whatnot. Okay, the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. OMG. Okay, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting a whole ass story. So this monkey... I'm so glad I'm not recording my face right now. This monkey is your person, okay? Just go with it. This monkey is blindfolded. Why is he blindfolded? Okay, I'm picturing him on a ship. He's the captain of his ship, obviously, and he is going one way down the road to nowhere, 100 miles an hour, and refuses to turn out of the direction of 100 miles an hour towards nowhere. All discombobulated and blindfolded, but in that direction. Spirit guides take over is what I'm getting, like with this snake and this, like, I don't even know what this is. Like, look at him. Like, what even are you? Is this a chupacabra? I think it is. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's giving me chupacabra, right? Bye. Anyways, your person's spirit guides, which are totally weird, have to take over and blindfold. Okay, a double blindfold. Your person shows up double blindfolded. And yeah, I'm getting you're the feminine energy, but obviously you could be the one blindfolded, double blindfolded, where your spirit guides had to basically, what is it, kidnap or take over? Hijack, not kidnap. They had to hijack the boat and a double blindfold you to get you to go in the right direction in which you're being led. Like the lighthouse, the light shower, the way shower. The light begins to show itself to you, but I feel like you have, this person or you needs to get hijacked by their spirit guides in order to go in the opposite direction that they were headed in. Okay? I knew this reading was going to be kind of ridiculous. Let's get, I can't remember how I did it, but whatever, this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to go like in order. Trying to be all professional tarot reader over here. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And this is not even the same. Oh, number 2. Stop. How did I miss that? We got true love yesterday from this deck. Now, I'm not going to go through all of it to try to find the card. Oh, it showed itself to me. Oh, no, that's not it. It's new love. Anyways, you remember the card, and it had the same message, did it not? 1111, I just saw the synchronicities. Stop it. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. I don't remember if the message said exactly that, but is it something? Is it something more or less along the basic exact thing? Sorry, I just get really excited. What is that? It's my cat. My cat trying to fight something from the window. She's punching the window. Charlie. Charlita. Vente. Okay. Let me get one more from this energy deck. Yeah, this reading is going to resonate with pile number 1. With the walls that I was seeing, and then this card being very heavy in the energy. Okay, so it's a similar vibration, just slightly different, which doesn't surprise me because it is collective energy, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 of each for each energy. Sorry if I'm taking forever, guys. I'm so, like I'm telling you, I feel like I drank, you know, like one of those fancy Starbucks drinks with like, what is the thing called? Like shots of espresso. And I did not. I swear to you, I did not do that. I had one coffee this morning and it was a little cheap, basic McDonald's one. So I'm definitely not wired on coffee, but I feel like I'm wired on coffee. Okay. That might be your energy. Are you wired on coffee right now? Alright, so let me get 3 energies. I totally spazzed out there for a second. I haven't even looked at what came out. I just saw 1313. I don't know if that means something. Lucky? Doesn't 13, lucky number 13? Lucky. Ooh. 3 main energies for how this person shows up in this connection, please. How does this person show up in this connection? What is the compatibility energy of this connection? Okay. All right. So we have all our cards, I think. Oh no, we still need to get the little pink ones. We have Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and we have Death. Card 13 again. Yes, it's all connecting. I'm getting like drizzled with gold stars today, guys. They're making it rain for me. The 13 with the death over there. Because the song by Illenium, it literally is basically like giving the vibe of like leaving a whole version of themselves behind in order to open themselves up to love. And so that's what that's giving me. Okay, so we have High Priestess, card number 2 again. Another gold star. Y'all, I'm going to be like bathing in gold stars tonight. King of Needles, which is the King of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Potions, which is the Knight of Cups. That's that offer of that love, which also came out in pile number 1. Then over here for this energy, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. So y'all are both showing up in the same energy, mirroring each other. Does that surprise me? No, it doesn't. Card 13 with Death, like I said. Needing to let go of a whole version of themselves, shedding a whole version of themselves, getting hijacked, literally. Their whole life basically gets hijacked when or if this connection ever comes together, okay? Remember, these are potential energies. We have Shy. We have Intelligent. We have Resilient. We have Leader. We have Protective. And we have Open-Minded. I love this. Okay. So now I am going to sit with the energy. Pause really quick. And I'll be right back. The main energy, again, is going to... I encourage you to view pile number 1 if whatever I've said is already resonating with you. Because it basically unfolds the story so that I don't have to reiterate the entire thing again with the main energy as far as like coming into connection with this person that you are that's heavy in your energy. This person is heavy in your energy because I'm picking up both y'all's energy very heavily. So having a lot of walls but feeling strong desire is what I'm going to say is the sum up of your all's introduction to the connection. Okay, so similar to pile number 1, I feel like it's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of just effort. Like really when it comes down to it, like you can want something so badly but it's not be able to go towards it because there's so much in the way, right? Like, who knows how tall these walls are, you know, who knows how much of a challenge it is to get past those walls that you've spent your entire life building. So, but there's a strong desire, okay, is what I'm getting. Like, the other one I was getting, there was like a spark. So dumb. When I saw like the energy of their connection, I was like trying to get the energy of how does it initially start. Like for them, I saw like a lighter, like, you know, when you click it and it just like shows the little cheese bus. So that's what I was seeing for pile number 1, but for pile number 2, I'm seeing like a pit full of gasoline and somebody coming in with one of those medieval torches. Tossing the medieval torch into the pit of gasoline, and that's no spark. That's like incineration, okay? very fiery, okay? I'm just gonna say it, but it feels intense. Aspects of it feel overwhelming, right? That's like, damn, like you're about you're about to get burned. But that's what I'm getting for that, okay? Heavy hostilities in the beginning, heavy walls when you both connect, but strong desire, strong connection, strong this. Strong this. And then, of course, the little baby angels guiding the, the entire thing from the background the entire way. Remember, we had the energy of your guides or the universe, whatever you want to call it. Angels, guides, universe, ancestors. Energy, science, anything, whatever you want to call it. The forces within, without, around us hijacked your life in where you were steering, or there, whoever this is. I don't know which one, but this side was steering themselves very strongly in one direction, but needed to be hijacked in order to switch gears. But immediate like desire for on both your all's ends, this is giving me twin flame. There's literally a twin flame, right? Soulmate. We don't even have to use that term, okay? Just very fiery, very connected, very mutual, magnetic. This is like an equal burn, okay? I do feel like it's spiritual with the double snakes here, as well as I was getting. So what does that mean? What does the spiritual connection mean? It just means a lot of it is energetic. A lot of it is within, right? We have the high priestess here, how this side's energy, I'm taking this as the feminine energy and this one being the masculine. So whichever you most resonate with will more than likely be your pile. How they show up in the beginning, high priestess over here. Of course, pile number 2, high priestess, very intuitive, very trusting the flow of the universe. But she's also feeling very foggy in the beginning, which is what I need to get to. The Page of Pentacles showing up fairly solid, for, having a lot of journey, but being very, very much still carrying a lot of baggage, if you will, a lot of burden, it could be anything, right? But carrying something that's dense energy, that could potentially slow back from the journey, from getting to where they need to be, right? Yeah. And so then we have high priestess energy over here, and what I was getting is like very intuitive but very fogged intuition when it comes to this connection. And that doesn't surprise me. I feel like that's how I resonate with this a lot. It's like, I can pick up on other people's energies and stuff like that really quick and have like a clear, but when it comes to like my own life, especially when it comes to my heart, yeah, that's fogged up. I can't read for myself and have a clear, that never works out for me. It's a fog, right? Because my emotions are invested in it, so it's foggy. And that's what I'm getting from this is having difficulty for you in your energy and being able to trust your intuition, specifically when it comes to this connection. Sally over here with the little burnt out, whatchamacallit? Flower. If you've seen the movie, like literally what it is she's longing for Jack, right? She's longing for Jack Skellington. The little song that she sings, which I was hearing it very heavily. So I feel like in this connection, if you're resonating with this high priestess energy as being yours, there's a lot of foggy when it comes to trusting yourself and what it is that you know, what it is that you feel, and having a lot of heavy doubt. Because when she sings the little song, like she even says like something, if we're meant to be, and I think not, I am not the one, or something like that. I think it's not to come, for I am not the one, she says. Yeah, like she thinks like, no, I'm not the one for him. Like he wouldn't want me. Like she's picking the flowers. Like, does he love me? He loves me not, right? And she's just like, no, like I'm not the one for him. She doesn't trust herself in I'm hearing worthy, and being worthy of him, and just being confused and feeling, yeah, that's what I'm getting. For this person, like I said, showing up with a lot of baggage. Yeah, even this picture, even this image, they look all confused, like with a sense of direction. Where are you going, sir? Why are you looking up in that tree? Like, what is even up there? And why is your dog just over there doing whatever he wants? Why is he not on a leash? Just kidding. But yeah, just like showing up in young energy, because it is page, so maybe a little bit. I'm hearing there could be like a little bit of immature energy, or maybe just like a lack of experience when it comes to letting down the burden. Releasing baggage, something like that is what I'm getting. Death is where I feel connects with this energy, because that's going to need to be cut out, right? The baggage has to be let go. Like what's dead needs to be allowed to die. It is decaying, sir. Why are you still carrying this in your luggage? JK. Yeah, needing to leave what's dead and done behind is going to be a challenge for this person. If they're able to get past it, then yeah, they put themselves in the energy of ready to jump into the energy of love. As well as the feminine energy having difficulty to trust everything. To trust everything is what I'm getting. Trust herself, trust the person, trust the situation, trust their guidance, trust their spirit guides, trust the universe, trust anything. Having difficulty in having clarity, which is what the King of Needles is. I'm strongly getting the opposite aspect of it is what I'm getting. That's going to be something that is going to challenge, I feel, for the feminine energy. But once again, being able to get past that as the main challenge. Knight of Potions, they both end up in the literal same energy, which is again twin mirrored energy. They both show up. If getting past the walls, getting past the obstacles, getting past Mount Vesuvius. Yeah, it could be beautiful, true love, the romance of a lifetime. And then we have main energies that are mutual between the two of you is shy. Both of y'all have aspects of you that you feel like very, like, you know, I'm hearing, yeah, like sensitivities that you both share in common in your energies. I feel like both of you are very highly intellectuals, and I feel like, again, with the spiritual connection, you're connecting energetically a lot through your intellect, like your higher selves, like your minds are constantly like in multi-dimensions, right? The brain is here in the third dimension, but the energy of your higher self is like sparking frequencies all over the fifth dimension. Y'all are highly connecting with each other in that way. And I feel like also when it comes to in the 3D, so in the 5D, y'all are connected. Crown chakra. This is literally, I'm looking at it right now and it looks like it's a crown. But I also feel like in actual, like it's a very emotional type of connection, like deep, loving warmth. Also, I'm getting with the wand energy and the fire, very passionate, very warm that you all share, but also like very intellectually stimulating is what I'm hearing. Okay. Intellectually stimulating. All right. Open-mindedness that both of you share. So maybe that it like bounces off of it. Like you're both minds stimulate each other in new, curious ways that feels fulfilling or exciting is what I'm getting. We do have resilient. So remember I said Mount Vesuvius? Yeah. I feel like dual energies, the two of your energies have the capacity to be very resilient. Obviously, both of y'all have, from pile one, I said that you all have had many experiences where you've been betrayed. So you are carrying a lot of wounds. In some cases, a lot of energetic blocks, density that, you know, you if you've not worked through it, I feel it more densely in the masculine energy. I'm not going to lie, because literally it's right there, the dense energy that's holding him back. But yeah, it's dense in the feminine's ability to have clarity. Really, there's no clarity. It feels like a lot of fog and illusion. But resilience to get through if decided to, right? If they decide to push through, they absolutely have the capacity, both energies, to be resilient and reach the level in the middle, which is that passionate, deep, protective love. Yeah. This is also connecting with what I said in the beginning, right? The power couple. Like, I feel like you guys bounce off of each other and just like, I just see like a ladder, right? Building. You build. Upon everything, upon with the experiences that you both have been through, that I feel are very similar. If it is that, if you do resonate with the terms like twin flame, soulmate, like typically if it's mirrored energy, a lot of the experiences have created similar energy or similar trauma within you, so it's very mirrored. Like, this person understands you on a level that only you would, right? Because they've been there. But like I said, very stimulating, very passionate, very active, I feel, very, yeah, I just keep on seeing the ladder and fire and, and bricks and money. I just saw money and cups, all of that. Protective leader, power of purpose, like drive. There's a lot of drive for both of you give to each other to just experience, to have fun, to experience, to pursue, to very protective of each other, I feel, in this energy. Like, both of you guys are, yeah, it just feels like such a good, like, I'm seeing the yin yang, such a good balanced energy, and it just has so much potential. Okay, like, I have gone, this reading was so long, but it's because there's so many messages coming through, and I could just sit here with these same cards and not pull any more and just continue pulling messages. But like, no, I think I already got what I needed to say. This is a very, obviously the title of this was, are you compatible? Like, hell yeah, y'all are compatible. There's a lot of challenge though. That's the only problem, is the opportunity is available for something that could be very beautiful, very fulfilling, very loving, very everything, the romance of a lifetime. However, it takes dual energies to be able to get to the middle, right? Get past all the walls and into a place of safety and foundation, and then begin to build from there. So, I mean, very possible. I really love this energy for you, pile number 2. It feels very hopeful, right? Like, to see the energies played out like this versus just being stuck in a confused state of like, I don't know anything. I can't see nothing. See like an overview of the potential that this connection has. Okay, so that is what I got for you, pile number 2. If you found that this resonated or was entertaining, to say the least, please subscribe, like, comment. No, I'm not going to continue pulling messages, so that is what I got for you. If you're interested in a personal reading, email me. You can find that in the description box. until we vibe again, loves. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this little Labradorite pyramid, then you're at the right place, okay? So, vibes that I was getting before starting your reading was that this person loves you. Just because the song that came out was saying, I love you, baby. I just saw 22. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your main energy of connection for great and full. Literally, this is like the Ace of Cups. Stable, emotional stability, stable. Also with the blue pyramid is giving me similar vibes now that I think of it, okay? So the feminine will be used in this deck, masculine, so take that however it resonates. How does the feminine in this pile show up? Four of Wands. See her 4 and 4, great and full. 4 of Wands, celebration, fulfillment. Again with the castles in the background, giving me that stability that keeps on giving me that, okay? Yeah, so far so good. I'm very, very pleased with the energies that are coming out in this reading. All right, so how does the masculine energy show up in this connection? What is the main energy represented by masculine in this connection? All right, we have the Page of Cups. Perfect. That's exact. Oh, the Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. Okay, so it's a bit how do I say it? Like, no, it's an emotional. They show up willing to learn. I feel like, yeah, like they have some learning to do when they first show up, or at least that's the main energy and how they're showing up. Some learning to do when it comes to emotional stability, emotional understanding, expression, maturity even. I'm hearing for some of you, take that as it resonates only, okay? So, let me pull main energy of the compatibility of pile number 3's connection. Main energy. What is the main energy? And let's get some of these cards. Compatibility energy within pile number 3's connection. What is the mutual compatible energies? Ooh, it's getting chunky. No, no, no. I felt it. I called it. Challenges. Challenges that you might have in this connection when it comes to finding where you truly vibe in compatibility might be a thing, just from how the energy was. Okay, yeah. Definitely something that can be worked through, though. Yeah, I feel it in the energy. Like, all of a sudden, it just feels very, like, resistant, chunky. All right, let me also just do the whole thing. Sorry, pile number 3, I'm already tired. Pile 2 drained me. It felt, now I feel like I got the sugar rush crash. I felt like I was wired on coffee, and now I feel like I got the crash with your pile. I have to cleanse myself really good. All right. How does the feminine show up in this compatibility? Oh, okay. Well, we got 4 for this one, which I was only intending 3, but we'll do it. All right. So let's see what we got. We have 4 main energies of potential of this connection. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, okay? Express your love. Make the romantic gesture. Card 19, rest and rejuvenation. for the feminine energies and how the feminine shows up, we have Two of Wands. So that might resonate with pile 2 that we just got through. 5, the Hierophant, the 3 of Pentacles, as well as the 8 of Cups. So this will be a challenge. I feel leaving the past behind for the feminine. And then masculine energies, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Page of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So that's going to be their challenge. I love how I didn't even intend to have a challenge, but every pile, it's been very clearly indicating what the challenge on their energy might be in regards to pursuing this connection, or yeah. And then let me get your compatible energies. We have attractive, so both of y'all are very highly attracted to each other. You're both very leader, initiators, very, yeah, like self-driven is what I'm getting, self-motivated. You're both very easygoing, as well as you both have the ability to be very selfless. So you guys can both be selfless. That would be this energy, right? Being able to offer a lot of oneself because you carry that selfless energy of selfless means you're very giving, right? You put others, you have the potential to put others' needs before your own. I'm getting that is a strength in the connection, but it could also be a hindrance for some of you if overgiving begins to be a thing. Remember, it's got to be mutual and balanced is a strong message I'm getting for some of you if you're resonating with this. Okay, so I'm going to pause really quick just to get a clear view. Okay, that did not even take me very long at all. All right, so let me start with main energies as far as the potential. What will be the main energy of this connection of great fulfillment? Really, it's the Ace of Cups. It's that feeling of having it all. Having the giant cup filled with whatever you could dream of inside, and it's an ever-expanding golden chalice. So I really feel like this is very beautiful, loving, deep connection. Very spiritual also it's giving me, which doesn't surprise me, right? Because this is collective energy and it's all very similar but slightly different. So, okay. It has the potential to be everything you've ever wanted, okay? Pile number 3, what I foresee is difficulty when it comes to healing. Healing is going to be a strong emphasis, and whereas pile number 1, you see how these energies are the same but different at the same time. Because pile number 1 was giving me that the connection itself would just naturally begin to create a sense of healing within it. That was the energy, the driving force behind their connection. This feels different. This feels like healing that needs to go on separately, individual healing. So emphasis on a strong reason why this connection is brought together is because the two of you have the energy and the power and the potential to be the driving force in each other's individual healing. Why do I say that? Because both of y'all share the mutual wanting, the desire for that ultimate fulfillment, right? To have it all, to be able to experience that. And so this attraction that came out in here that you both have towards each other, the way that you both feel towards each other allows, or actually like inspires both of you to really hone in on individual healing in order to grow. I feel like this will have, I feel like it has the potential to have like challenging aspects to it that feel that way. But remember, we're seeing it from a bird's eye view. So being in the connection, there's so many beautiful things in it, seeing it from a bird's eye view. but I can definitely see with these two energies coming out and both being equally heavy, that there can be definite aspects to this connection that feel extremely difficult. That can feel almost like you've hit a wall, okay? But despite that, like a huge pull towards one another, I'm getting like, again, like that soul twin flamey soulmate in both of these cards. This is giving me Four of Wands, obviously, but which is 11-11. And then the Ace of Wands with the four flames is also giving me the same exact energy. You know what I mean? So it has such beautiful, powerful, passionate, because it's very fiery energy aspects that it has to it, but very watery too. But again, having moments that potentially could feel like you've hit walls or dead ends, that maybe feel almost like that's it, like you just have to walk away, or moments of feeling like it's just too overwhelming or too much, or you can't figure your way through the dead end or the brick wall that you've hit. That you both might come to moments in this of thinking like this is the end. Like I can't see how to get out of this energy, but that not being true. It's just whenever you guys hit a brick wall or feel like you've hit a dead end, and if you do, right? Because these are potential energies. If you ever feel that way in this connection, that's a moment that you're all needing to take a step back and heal, okay? And then from that place coming back together, because that's how I keep on seeing it, like this. Oh, my throat chakra. Expression may be something that may be also a challenge in this. Like healing is going to be something that's needing to be worked on. Expression could be something that's needing to work on. And I'm getting that both because we have a page, and then express your love. When I was about to give a message about throat chakra, that may be like certain blockages that need to get worked through as expressing it. I'm getting it more so from over here, from the masculine energy, the connection, because they did show up with a double page energy. So that for me says like, at least in the aspect of the beginning of the connection, or at times of the connection, it may feel like this person has a lot of growing up to do despite their age. This is not, you know, age specific. So whatever their age is, it's just like they have some growth. They have some growth to get to in order to come together and really experience this in the way, right? You can't come around and playing pages as like little young kid mode. Like, yeah, you know, when they try to come into loving connections, you know, they don't know what they're doing. So there's a lot of playing, a lot of insecurities, a lot of stuff that comes into the mix. It's very player vibe, right? Not that your person's a player. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm giving the example of like when they come into love in that way, they really don't know how to interact in a mature way. That's the page energy, because they don't know any better, right? So in this case, I feel like with the double page energy, it's just like there's a lot when it comes to like healthy, deep, loving connections that this person has not experienced, and therefore will have some growth in that area that they will need to get through, okay? Which this other feels like. So this Two of Wands is giving me kind of like what the Two of Wands was giving me in the pile number 2, which is funny because I've never really gotten that from Two of Wands energy, but it came out feeling like the way shower, the light bearer, whatever. Like even he looks like he's on a tower, right? Like with the light, like showing the way, guiding the way, navigating, but also that's how I feel the feminine energy is in here. Like having the tools, having the knowledge, having the experience, and having it like as tools ready to go. I feel this person definitely more prepared to take on, but I definitely feel like both will have some aspects of growth to do in this connection. Yeah. what they'll have to work through is this person will have a lot of feelings of overwhelmment, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. Communication is also what I'm getting, remember? Difficulty in, yeah, it feels like triggers that are going to come up, and it is going to be a hard place. Yeah, they're even covering their ears. A hard place for a place of understanding sometimes is, I feel that it's going to be a challenge. But if pushing past those, if both parties are able to push past what those challenges are, there's definite, right here, Ace of Wands, the power to have all of this vibration really within your grasp, right? They're all holding on. They have a firm grasp on that wand, on that energy of what the wand is, right? Like vibrant energy is what it is. It's fun. It's happiness. It's it's good stuff. And then the Three of Pentacles is that real stability. Again, what I keep on getting with these castles is feeling like you build a solid stability in this, having pushed through those fears, obstacles, challenges. Like I said, this person might have feminine energy. Their obstacle is really going to be letting their past not skew the connection here, and probably more than likely this person also with the Nine of Swords. Okay, so mutual energy that they carry, that you both carry, that are very compatible, is that you both have the same amount of attraction towards each other. With all of these wands that come out, like, yes, like this is a match. This is not that case where, you know, like in standard relationships, there's typically one party or one person in the connection that is the more, like, one of them is more attracted to the other than the other is to them, if that makes sense. In this case, it is very equal. I'm feeling it's very equal. You both heavily are attracted to each other and want each other in the same capacity. A very easygoing vibe to it. Yeah, it's like that wand energy. It just feels like fun, right? There's a lot of fun in this, like letting loose is what I'm hearing in this connection. Leader, I feel like both of you are very like self-driven people, and I feel like that is going to be something that is going to allow both of you to really feel free and safe within the connection when you've both pushed past, which may be a difficulty actually, to feel free and safe in the connection at the same time, you know, like not be too clingy but not be too detached. I feel like that might be a thing, but I feel like when you really both build that solid foundation for this connection, that it's going to feel very free. Like both of you are going to feel free to, you know, just live your lives without, you know, live your lives freely, but also feel safe in the connection. Okay, I'm just going to repeat myself. And then selfless, like I said, like you both have the capacity to love each other very selflessly, but does not go without the obstacles and challenges in the beginning. And I apologize for needing to repeat that, because I don't want it to be one of those readings where I'm just like, everything's going to be perfect and lovely, and you guys are just going to have wonderful moments where you spend time outside of your castle and play with fiery wands and your cats, and you guys throw balloon parties and have picnics, and there's like a cake and all of your favorite snacks and treats, and that's what the entire connection is going to be. Because it's not, but it has the potential to feel that way in its best moments. Okay, so that is what I got for you, pile number 3. If this was resonating with you, please do me the favor of subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, dinging bells. If you're interested in, I just saw 1919, in booking a personal reading, email me. You can find that in the description box, loves. Until we vibe again. Hi, pile number 4. Thank you for joining me for your reading. If you chose this tiger's eye, then you're at the right place. So, first and foremost, I'm going to cleanse your energy as well as mine. I've already recorded your reading, and I have a little bit of a well, actually it's a lot of backstory, but I'm going to try to like summarize everything. I recorded your reading earlier when I did the other piles, but I could not leave your pile the same because it turned into a different reading, whereas the other ones took the theme of the intention of the reading to show compatibility. Your reading, pile number 4, took on a different it took on the type of reading that was just giving me like current energy and what was going on in the connection. And it was very chaotic, to say the least. Okay, it was all over the place. It was very heavy energies. The song that had came through for your pile also went in that direction, a very heavy energy. And then my own personal energy was sort of making connection with the mixture. And so I was having a hard time in separating my own personal situation and feelings with those that were coming up in the reading, and therefore I want to try again. So, with all that being said, if you're still here with me, this is the main energy, and I stayed with the main energy because I feel that it holds true. The main energy is exposed and revealed. So what this card strongly gives me, so I'm going to ignore the chaos that this card originally gave me, because that's the direction that the other reading took, was chaos. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to try to keep it as a compatibility despite whatever's going on, which I feel is chaos at this time for you, pile number 4. If that does not resonate with you, I don't think that this is going to be your pile. Because I'm trying to filter out the chaotic energies that both of you in this connection are currently experiencing. So, main energy of the potential of this connection is very powerful. And let me explain that, because exposed and revealed, this card at this time, what it's giving me is both of you in this connection having the capacity to see each other's at such a depth that both of your souls have craved to be seen. Okay, so this is like true authentic connection when you are able to, it sort of feel like souls experiencing life at their happiest, like in inner child playtime, like being able to just, without, how do I say this, when most people connect, all people really, it's very hard, it's very rare for people to connect on this level. Why do I say that? Because most people connect with each other with a whole bunch of stuff in the way of actually them being able to see each other. It's the, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good too. When in reality, that's not authenticity, right? But it's what we put in front. The filter that we put on our literal lives for the entire world. But when you're able to connect with a person that you feel can see you and truly understand you, because they can resonate with experiences, with your feelings, with your aspirations. What aspirations? I don't know what that is. But whatever. You just resonate on such a deep level, but at the same time, it has the capacity to make you feel so vulnerable, especially if you're comfortable with walls being put up. And that was a strong message that kept on coming out with that deception card, with the false mask being worn in this connection, which was a heavy energy that was creating a lot of chaos throughout both of the energies. Okay, so the ability to feel seen and feel lit up, you know, it's like when you're recognized, when somebody recognizes you, you know, for you, and it's just like a light bulb. You just feel like seen and special and connected, right? But at the same time, feeling the potential to feel exposed, because if, like I said, if there's comfort within the shield, the safety of wearing a mask and not having to share in depth experiences and feelings and thoughts with other people because it's safer to not do so, right? Which is what most people go around wearing false masks throughout their daily lives. And so it can feel like a warm hug to be seen in this way, but it can also feel very like revealing, like you're standing there naked in a crowded room, right? Like just so vulnerable, which is what there's a person literally naked within there in fetal position, just trying to like hide themselves, right? So I feel like this connection can be very triggering, but very embracing at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to try again. Fingers crossed. Let's see how... Okay, so the last time I did it the opposite way and shit hit the fan. So let's try this way. We're going to do this for feminine energy instead. How does the feminine show up in this connection for compatibility? How does the feminine show up for potential compatibility? Main energy for how the feminine energy shows up in this connection. This is the card that came out for the, okay, anyways. Okay, so Six of Pentacles is very reciprocal. The feminine energy shows up as somebody who it's energy exchange at its finest, right? Offering something for everything taken and only taking what they can give back. Okay, that's very reciprocal, balanced energy. How does the masculine show up in this connection? The Five of Swords. Okay. I'm going to take a deep breath and let's brace ourselves. Just kidding. I feel like I'm steering us on a very slippery cliff in the middle of a rainstorm. We might fall to our deaths. Pile number 1. I just don't really want to get back in that energy. I've already taken a long break in between the reading and the energies. I don't want my energy to get into the intermix of this either. Right now, it's not yet. Not yet. All right, so feminine main energies in potential compatibility for this connection for pile number 4. One more, please. All right. The same cards are coming out. I'm starting to panic. Okay, that's a little bit better. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we'll leave that. Masculine energies. How does the masculine energy show up? Compatibility in this connection. Oh, that's already 3. We have the King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay, I like this a lot better. This is still the energy of that mask, but like I just said, it doesn't feel as heavy as it was in current energy. In current energy, this mask is causing you or your person or the entire connection. I'm going to tell you pile number 4. If this is resonating with you so far, the mask that is being worn of not wanting to expose and reveal a vulnerable aspects is causing all sorts of chaos within the connection. So if this is something that you or your person want to really salvage, the mask needs to be dropped. That's a strong message that I'm getting, okay? Okay, so that looks good so far. It's showing actual compatibility. It doesn't feel like current energy. It feels like main energies. That's what it feels like. Okay. I was worried there for a second. Okay. Main energy is compatibility. Main energy compatibility. Oh, that was fast. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then the thinking woman. Okay. I think I want to get another one for this. Please clarify. Oh, okay. Happy family card number 4. And then let me get mutual compatible energies. Like, what are the actual traits that you all share that make you all come together in compatibility? Alright, I feel like I can relax a little bit because I was scared. Literally, I got 4 songs in a row, pile number 4, that were all literally almost all the same message, and feeling like, yeah. All right, so we have, let me move this over here, that way I can make space. Probably gotta move this too. Okay, we have strong, protective, gentle. Ooh, I like that we have strong and gentle. We have attractive, compassionate, logical, selfless. But I feel like there's another, no, responsible. Okay. So now I'm gonna pause really quick just so that I can get a clear read. Okay, so pile number 4, in the midst of me sitting with the energy, my candle went out. Like it ran out. So we have a little backup here. Anyways, the way the feminine energy shows up into this connection, we already said, was very balanced, very willing. It just sort of feels like very willing to give anything as long as it is being reciprocated, and that being a strong emphasis, because in the other reading, this was something that was feeling out of balance. Is the give and the take. There was a strong, in the songs specifically, message about feeling like this was not, whatever was being given was not being reciprocated, and feeling like upset, but feeling like hurt, because more than anything, like it's like feeling wounded, but sort of like expressing it, or the way that it's coming off. So I don't know if this would be your energy or your person's energy, but that's what I'm going to connect with the songs that were coming out about just being done, just being feeling like, okay, so the main feeling of those songs were feeling like done and willing to like walk away. Why? Because there was so much pain involved, and the pain was really stemming from feeling like seen, feeling the impact of the beauty of being seen, and then just as powerful and special as that moment felt, like one moment to the next, just feeling like discarded, like nothing. Even one of the songs that came out, I think that was what it was called. It was called Worth Nothing. That's the feeling that this person is getting, how this person is being affected. So I don't know if that's you or your person, but I'm telling you that 5 of Swords energy is really affecting. It's triggering is what it is. I feel like it's triggering many times where you or this person has experienced that feeling of being made to feel like you are everything one minute, and then like you're nothing and you don't matter the next minute. Was really strong message coming through. Okay. Yeah, I just keep on hearing that you make me feel like everything, but you also make me feel like nothing. And it's just such a conflicting energy to go from one to the other, and it's just confusing. It feels chaotic. That's what this energy was, which also came out in the other reading. Just feeling chaotic, feeling like the need to defend one's position in trying to, like, feeling overwhelmed with, I've been trying to defend my position in sticking in this energy and continue to give, but feeling conflicted. So I feel like that would be a strong challenge to get through in the overshot of this connection, is feeling this way, feeling like there's something they're trying to defend, but not having really anything to back it up. So in the end, just feeling very defeated and sort of stupid is what I'm getting. Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, we have I didn't even go into the main energy of how the masculine energy shows up with the Five of Swords. Like I said, wearing that mask, and I feel like this is a protective mask, but it's like what they say, like, hurt people hurt people. That's literally this energy. It's like a mask that the masculine energy shows up in the connection used to wearing. It's like a conditioning that they have learned to use as a shield to protect themselves, like walls, barriers, feeling like connecting in a very detached way, connecting in a way that's not in depth. Okay, so maybe like in the beginning of this connection, there's like glimpses of feeling seen and recognized, and then it being taken away and overshadowed by all of a sudden the mask coming and blocking. And I feel like that's what this person specifically is experiencing a lot of, is having moments of seeing something and then all of a sudden not seeing it and getting so confused, but trying to grasp for being able to see that again, and then maybe having some success in aspects, but it's just a lot of chaos, and it's leading this person to be highly triggered because they've experienced being made to feel like they're everything, and then made to feel like literally the most unimportant thing in that same person's life. Okay, so very triggering on this end. This person shows up clearly trying to protect themselves because they themselves have been betrayed a lot. Okay, there's a lot of betrayal that they carry, and it's sort of like, you know, some people say they wear their heart on their sleeve. Well, this person carries their betrayals on their sleeve. It's how they navigate the world when they first come into this connection. They navigate the world from a place of putting walls, shields, barriers, distance, detachment, all of that, to keep their vulnerable parts hidden. Okay, so like I said, that's the main energies and how this connection, how they connect with each other, the two energies. Okay, so we see the challenge here on this person's aspect of this connection being triggers, trying to defend something that they don't necessarily see at times of logic, not being able to see any valid reasoning for defending it. You know, it's sort of like, I'm defending something that I feel passionate about, that I really want to defend, and I feel is worth defending. But then you ask me, well, where's your evidence that this is something worth defending? And they have nothing to show for it because the mask is there blocking any real connection from being made. Okay, because this person has only had little glimpses of it, right? Nothing secure in the beginning, and I feel like that's something that this person strives for with the Knight of Pentacles, is striving for real, tangible evidence of reciprocation in this connection. Yeah, That's what I'm getting. So tangible evidence. So this is just like experiencing. We're like, so what's the word? Consistency. Consistency. This person is building a database based off of what they're seeing, right? What evidence is being shown. That is where they're building their. So it may be something that takes time. 7 is something that kept. Is that 7? What? Yes. 7 is something that came up in the other reading also, and I felt like it was a time. It felt like a time stamp. So, like in the beginning of this connection, I was feeling 7 months because it was the 7 of Pentacles that had came out, and this time it's the 7 of Wands. But it's still a 7, and it's giving me the vibe of it could be 7 months, 7 weeks, 7, hopefully not 7 years, before that energy becomes grounded. Could be, could also, what's 7 months? June, May, June, July. So July also could be a time frame of groundedness when this stability starts to sink in, leading up until ultimately making this person feel secure. Because I feel like that's something that they strive for, is balance and security. And then there's a lot of waver in that. Okay, there's a lot of waver, and I felt it in current energy with that other reading. But ultimately having the potential to lead to a real stability, okay, which is what I feel that this person strives for with all of the pentacles coming out. On the masculine's end, we have the King of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Sun. So I feel like the Sun and the King of Wands, the fire, it's fiery energy. It is mesmerizing, which was part of what the last song they did. Literally, there was 4 songs that came through back to back that are current energy. I might link them. I don't know. They're not the happiest songs, but I'm telling you, this is how one or both of your energies is in this connection is coming off. It's just like shooting daggers, but it's really like daggers of pain. They're very sad about being confused about those feelings that I was saying about feeling like everything and nothing. A lot of fire, I feel, is what guides the mask to come off. The 3 of Pentacles is starting to build a solid foundation. So in order to build a solid foundation, the mask has to come off in order for things to be real, right? In order for there to be a real connection where there's no blockages, in no gaps, no gaps in between seeing the connection for what it is, just fully being able to see and reveal and feel safe in that, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is that safety in feeling that, okay? King of Wands and the Sun is going to be the guiding force. I'm feeling in moving the masculine energy forward. So this is just like feeling really drawn. The Sun energy, the King of Wands, like feeling this pull. Both is the flame, you know, the moth to the flame, the sun, like, you know, glaring at the sun and just mesmerized. I keep on hearing mesmerized. That energy is what guides the mask to come off, and it can lead to like really happiness. Like the sun is having everything, right? It is essentially a star, right? But it's that just infinite potential, infinite energy, infinite abundance, joy, happiness, nurturing experiences, fulfillment, all of that. And with happy family coming out also, yeah, this has the potential to be something that's very loving, very fulfilling. 4 of this is also giving me the 4 of Wands. So, you know, just a lot of celebrating, a lot of happy moments, a lot of cozy, safe. Because remember, this is the energy that this connection, the main energy is to be able to feel like very triggering in the beginning. I feel like that's something that's going to need to be worked through, is this feeling of being very triggered, like wanting to put masks to block. But remember, the mask is not anything that's actually protecting you. It's your pain, inflicting more pain on yourself, on the connection, on your person, all of it. So if that's not you, then that's your other person. Just know that them wearing a mask, or you wearing a mask, or both of them wearing masks potentially, is causing disruption. And then we had the thinking woman. So the thinking woman always gives me like something that requires a lot of learning. So this could be like the type of connection that is not necessarily the smoothest. Like you have to, like, baby steps, like have a lot of learning phases. It's not something that's just like, oh, we met, we dated, we we're engaged 1 month later, and then we got married and had the kids and bought the house and all of that, like in a very linear way. It's like the type of connection that has a lot of growth involved with it, has a lot of moments of really getting to know each other. You have to learn each other, I feel, but in taking the proper steps, and in really, it just feels like not leaving a stone unturned, like really having to learn each other, but enjoying, not like, it's not like, it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like in connecting with each other and getting to really in-depth know each other. Like you learn so much in order to be able to understand how to connect with each other in the right way, okay? It's in the way that makes you both feel safe, okay? Yes, because I feel like safety is something that you both crave with the amount of betrayal that you've both equally experienced in your life. There's a longing in your souls to be seen. There's a longing in your souls to connect deeply. There's a longing in your souls to something about the pain, to leave the pain behind, to connect in a place that's safe, and not fearing that, oh, this is too good to be true, or it's good now until it isn't, or you know what I mean, like throwing in that pessimism into it, like, oh, well, that'll last the honeymoon period, and then, you know, like without throwing that, being able to heal those, which is what the Five of Swords is. It's all those past experiences that cloud and just cause disruption. Like I said, like literally it causes disruption, because the potential of this energy, if allowed to flow, if allowed to move forward, if pushed past the fear of being vulnerable with each other, which is, I feel that's the only way that this relationship is going to grow into anything, is for the vulnerability to be allowed to happen, because it's how you both will be able to truly put those barriers down, to truly connect with each other. And slowly, as you're doing it, you're both going to realize that this is actually safe, that this time is different, okay? That this time it has real potential to be everything, okay? All right, so I love how that one went a lot better. So potential compatibility is very good. All of these collectively, all of the piles had the energies of the prize being so worth it. Not an easy prize to get, right? But it being worth the energy, the effort, the potential challenges that may be involved in the situation, okay? So we have responsible. This is sort of giving me like, so this is mutual compatibility. I feel like the two of you, when meeting, or are both learn to recognize in each other that each of you is able to navigate your way and handle yourself, if not figure things out as you go, but both of y'all have a strong sense of ownership, is what I'm hearing, in and taking charge and taking responsibility and taking accountability for yourself and your actions. Like, you don't try to throw off your responsibilities on anybody else. You handle them, no matter how many of them there are. I feel like both of y'all probably also have in common that you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, that it almost feels like overwhelming. Yeah, I feel like that's something that you both have in common and can relate with. Logical. Yeah, so okay, so this is, I don't know if this is a pile, since I've done like 2 readings for you. But the logic is sort of giving me like a very balanced logic, because I looked straight at the 6 of Pentacles, and I can't remember if that was your old reading or one of the other piles. But logical in a very balanced place, because I feel like the feminine energy is very logical when it comes to emotions, whereas the masculine energy isn't very logical when it comes to understanding emotions the way the feminine does. But the masculine understands logic in real world situations in the 3D, whereas the feminine lacks that. But it's a very beautiful balance in the energy of the connection. Okay, so attractiveness, equal mutual attraction to each other. Like I said, we see that wand energy there, that deep soul connection. There's just an instant like magnetism. I kept on seeing like the light, like when you soul recognition is what I was getting. It feels like soul recognition, like when you look at somebody and you just recognize them, and it's just like, it feels like you want to, like, where do I know you from, or where do I recognize this from, or like if you've been in that energy many times before, like it just feels familiar. Okay, it feels like you want to be safe in it. I feel both of y'all are just drawn to that. Like, there's an underlying feeling that you both have, that your soul wants to feel safe, but then all of the extra outside stuff clouds it, and that's what I'm strongly getting. It's like a moth to the flame. That's what I'm getting again. Protective. Okay, so this it was right next to gentle and strong, and I love how that came out. Protectiveness with gentle and strong. Why? Because I feel like both of y'all come off, well, you both are really strong. You both have been through a lot. You both have a lot that you do, and you handle your shit in a way that is very powerful. It's very, something to be proud of. It exudes strength. I feel like that's a very strong energy that is very dominant in both of y'all. That is how you're perceived. That's one of the first things that people notice about you, is this strength. That's one of the first things people notice about your person as well, is this strength that they exude. But we know that both of y'all are actually gentle beings, and that this huge strength that you exude is because you've overcome a lot, but it's also a sense of protecting yourself, because you're actually just the big teddy bears, both of you. The vulnerable aspects of you come together. I feel like the two of you just really, when you come to your safe place and have like released the masks and really like get to know each other and like feel really enveloped in that safety net, you two share this protectiveness for each other, where you just feel so like nobody can touch you all. You know what I mean? Like nothing can shake you. You have a little like barrier of protection within your connection, right? We have selfless and we have compassionate. So I feel like mutual energy is the wanting to give, because I feel like your souls want to give to each other, and I feel like there is probably a lot of resistance to that in the very beginning, but it's always something, and it sort of connects with like that moth to the flame energy that I was getting, that's very mutual between you two, that I feel like there's like this underlying pull towards wanting to share in these energies and just give to each other. You know what I mean? which is beautiful. It's what this vibe is, right? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Just release the fear and just allow it to happen. That's what I'm getting for you guys. All right, loves. So yeah, I'm glad that I was able to offer you the the actual compatibility reading that I wanted to, instead of going through with the other one, to be honest, because the other one got really heavy. It was chaotic. It was all over the place. It was a mess, to be honest, and I just did not feel like I wanted to put that out there. Yeah, I also feel like I exposed too much of myself in that other reading, and I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So that is what I got for you, pile number 4. If you feel like this message did resonate with you, I hope I was able to offer you some sort of, I was going to say clarity, but more than clarity, some sort of sense of comfort is what I'm getting, because I feel like you and your person are sort of in a very delicate position in your connection at this time. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the energy of the way that your person is currently, or you, I keep on saying your person, because I feel like all those songs were being directed at you, since you are the one viewing this reading. But remember, this person is in pain, so they might be directing energy of being upset, or cold, or detached, or sharp. It sort of feels like sharp, like they might be shooting daggers energetically at you, and you might feel like, oh, they just sliced me. But if you feel that way, I trust that this person is just very confused and very sad and very wanting to connect with you freely and in a way that feels safe. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Last message. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, ding, all of those awesome things that YouTube requires. Until we vibe again, loves.